Explain your experience. Why didn't they clean out your ear when you went to the hospital yesterday? What
I
happened?
don't know. I fell out over across the street.
You fell down?
No, I was sitting on the thing, and the street sweeper guy stopped, and I'm really good friends with him, and he gives me cans all the time. And he said,
Make it less than 5 minutes, this video.
And he went in and talked to Susie, and Susie came out and looked at me and goes, "Oh my God!" And she called the ambulance, and so I went to the hospital and put in an ambulance.
And they didn't even clean out your ear.
No, nobody's done anything. They didn't.
What did the doctor say?
When they asked me all the time, "Are you transient? Are you transient? Are you transient?" I said, "Yeah, I've been shot." And I go, "My brain's burning, and it's still burning right now." And they looked at me and they said, "Okay, well, we'll get you that." They gave me an aspirin and a fucking some kind of shot in my arm. I think it was Ativan. I think it might have been, and for my alcoholism. But I don't think they even gave me Ativan because I wasn't walking.
They didn't give you any antibiotics? You don't think? They probably did.
There's nothing, dude.
Well, why don't you?
That's much water, dude.
Why don't you get? Did they give you a receipt when you left?
No, I just
a piece of paper.
No.
So they didn't give you a receipt of your charges. They don't care because they charge the government.
They cut my band off and they took the fucking needle out of me and they fucking left.
They didn't give you any receipts of your charges or anything that anything that they did on you?
I told them, I said, I wanted to know, I want this paperwork for this guy.
So they didn't even give you paperwork because you're a transient. And which hospital was this?
Aurora Grande.
Aurora Grande Hospital. They didn't give you any paperwork.
Nope.
You've been victimized. You're a crime victim. So now you can't sue people because now they haven't actually given you any paperwork for your records. Who knows if they even recorded this incident? So now now the police don't even have a record that you're beat up because now you don't have any paperwork that you can give to the police and say, these are the things that were done to me. This is how the law enforcement system and the hospitals work together to screw you out of justice. You see that? They made money off of you. The hospital did, and they could care less about cleaning out this is the Aurora Grande Hospital. This is how they treat homeless people.
Yep.
Do you see? They don't fucking care.
They didn't do nothing, dude.
Okay, the problem is in our community, this structural discrimination of homeless minorities and ethnic populations is so broad and so wide, and people don't even realize structural discrimination when they see it. A normal person that went to the hospital, they'd give him a receipt, explain to him exactly what's wrong to him. They would ask him to follow up with his doctor. They'd make sure if he didn't have a doctor, they'd follow up with the hospital because this guy is on public service, so he gets free health care. So they don't care. The free health care. This is free health care. This is what free health care gets you. This. Okay?
They didn't even give me a prescription for anything.
Yeah.
Not even pain pills.
I know. Then when I went in there and you remember that time I ran into the bike ran into that fence over there and I cracked my ribs? They gave me Dilaudid. They shot me up with Dilaudid and gave me a bottle full of oxycodone for 2 weeks. And I'm like, this is crazy. I didn't take the oxycodone. They shot me up with the Dilaudid I needed, and I just had somebody do acupuncture on me, and I took aspirin.
I just got up and left, man. I just fucking shit.
Dude, what you need to do is, I'm going to make sure you get in the shower and take a shower. You can't be having all that dead blood on you. So come by my house later on today. You can use my shower upstairs. And I'll give you a clean set of clothes to get into because, nobody else in the community is going to do this. Ian Parkinson won't do this. Lynn Compton, they don't give a fuck about you. I know. I'm sorry this happened to you, buddy. But you can see how this structural discrimination happens with the homeless people. They're just here. They're just a money maker for our county. They don't care about really solving problems with people that get beat up on the street. Okay? This guy could care less too. People just walk by. People just walk by. They see people. I mean, these are the neighbors. They just walk by like nothing's happening. And this is the problem: is silence by white people in this neighborhood, and black people, and brown people. It's everybody's silence. When something like this happens, everybody needs to say something.
When they see me, they walk away from me.
This is why there's riots and stuff going on in the United States. It's people like this over here that don't want to participate and turn these people in. And the sheriff deputies are just as much to blame. Their tactics, they don't care. And they're now using this COVID excuse not to do anything for anybody. They won't take anybody in. It's like they feel like the sheriffs now feel like they're being victimized when they're actually just playing a little fucking game. People are sick of it, especially people here in Oceano. All the business owners, do not. They just placate the law enforcement here. They placate the sheriff's office because the sheriff's office, that all the business owners are sick of the sheriff's office.
I got
Okay?
kicked out of that store because I'm homeless.
I know.
I got kicked out of that one because I'm dirty.
And it's illegal to do that. And you see, people's civil rights are being. This guy can't even go in the store to buy a bottle of water. Do you understand? To buy food. And this is the South County, the level of discrimination against homeless and minorities here. It's unbelievable. And Sheriff Ian Parkins saying that structural discrimination doesn't exist or structural racism, he's a fucking liar. I mean, here's evidence. Open your fucking ears. There must be fucking wax in your ears because there's blood in this man's ears. And that's because of your fucking incompetent fucking patrolling here. Your barbaric patrolling. That's right. I'm going to go to the beach now. I'm just tired of seeing this crap. I'm sorry that happened to you. Go infantry or go home.